Hello, I'm Anand Naidu in Washington. The main story is brought to you by Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera has issued its second release from close to 2,000 secret documents relating to Israeli-Palestinian negotiations. Included in the latest batch are details of how the Palestinian leadership was prepared to make concessions that would have deprived millions of Palestinian refugees from returning to their homeland.
The confidential papers seen by Al Jazeera offer very little comfort to people living in refugee camps like this one. They show that in 2008, Israel was only prepared to accept a token return of just a few thousand Palestinian refugees from the entire diaspora. But they also show how the Palestinian leadership, for its part, was prepared to make major concessions on behalf of the Palestinian refugee community.
An attack on Moscow's busiest airport has left at least 35 people dead. A suicide bomber detonated his explosives in the international arrivals terminal. More than 100 others were injured. The Kremlin has branded the attack a terrorist act. Senior U.S. Middle East diplomat Jeffrey Feltman is in Tunisia for talks with the interim government. On Monday, the country's army chief voiced his support for Tunisian protesters, saying he would uphold the, quote, revolution. The country's transitional leaders are making plans for a government reshuffle amid continuing protests outside the Prime Minister's office in Tunis. And those are the latest stories. Don't forget you can keep up to date with all the news on our website. That's at aljazeera.net/English.